Hey, Wolfpack volunteers, thank you so much for offering to help our seniors and even some younger students who might be freshmen through sophomore learn how to do the virtual interview. As you know, this semester, fall 2020, during a global pandemic, is a semester like never before. All of our classes have moved online after the first 2 weeks, and we are learning and teaching every single day. What we want to teach students about in this conversation, which will be a one-on-one conversation with you, the said volunteer, for about 30 minutes. And what we want to teach our students, learning outcomes include how to successfully develop rapport over this new Zoom technology that we are all using every day, and interview effectively and win the job. So some of these students are younger, some are older. They will reach out to you with their resumes so you will know all about them. And what I'd like to do now is share my screen so that you can see the evaluation form. This shows you the key learning outcomes that we will be looking for in this conversation that this student will have with you. Obviously, there's not a real job or internship open, but the student can let you know their career goal ahead of time, and you can tailor the interview in that direction if you wish, or you can make it more generic depending on how much time you have. The first criteria, as you see, and this will be attached to an email so you can have this Word document, is the appearance of the student and their background. So we're looking for professional attire. We don't want to see that they've just rolled out of bed, they look sloppy, they have a ball cap or a t-shirt on, and we don't want to see distracting things behind them. So we'll ask you to evaluate that and give some feedback to your student at the end. Maybe after the 30-minute conversation, you spend about 15 minutes saying, all right, we're done with the interview. I'd love to give you my opinion on how you came across, because practice makes progress, not perfect, and they're all learning. Their posture, how do they look when they're gazing into the camera? Are they actually gazing into the camera? That would be the eye contact, not looking over at the Zoom or looking down at a document, but actually looking at the camera, which makes eye contact with you. Their verbal and oral clarity will be evaluated just like it would be in a regular interview. So this is going to be, how do they communicate clearly, and do they give concrete examples? Are they specific in explaining evidence to prove the skills and competencies they are claiming? I'm hoping to give them lots of training on how to do this, but they're all going to be nervous when that recording starts, and it will be recorded so that they can turn it in. They will send you a Zoom link, and all you need to do is log in and have your questions ready, and then give them feedback, and the student will be responsible for turning that link in. We're looking to see if they look excited to be there. How is the lighting? Is it too backlit so that you can't see their expression? Do they seem confident? That's a big one for 18 to 21-year-old traditional age college students, because they're really working to gain self-esteem. Did they test all their technology out ahead of time? So these would be the key areas that we're seeking your feedback on. Again, a relaxed conversation. We can send you some interview questions in an email if you want to pull from the generic ones, or you can ask your own version of off-the-wall questions. Maybe, what fruit would you be if you were a fruit? Or how many cows are there in North Carolina? You can go for some of those off the walls. You can ask behavioral-based questions such as, tell me about a time when you had a conflict with your supervisor. How did you handle it? And we're looking for the STAR reply, which means situation or task, action, and result. That's a thing a student oftentimes struggles with, is showing the result. I am encouraging them to have stories to be ready to tell you, which will explain all of the strong experiences that they would like to share, and I know they're going to learn so much from you. I'll also include a link to how to prepare for a virtual interview, which is the link that students will be using to prepare for this conversation. If you have any questions, please contact me or my teaching assistant. And thank you again for giving back to NC State University. Go Pack!